I agree with you, but I'd raise it to the early 20s because brain development science backs that up. In college, a lot of the fraternities and sororities prey on freshmen. They do freshman drives. I transferred at ETSU as a junior. They tried to get me, and it didn't make any sense. I'm like, why the hell would I want to pay for friends? I already have friends. Yeah, but you could join a part of your fraternity and have. I don't need that. Thank you. Go away. And I know people in fraternities, and not all of them are culty, but they are all very culty. You know what I mean? Like, some of them aren't dangerous, but they're very culty. And if you aren't prepared for that cultism, then you will be swallowed by it. So I say if you can graduate college and have a college degree, then you qualify for church. Because then you've proven that you can think critically, long-term, accomplish something academically and intellectually, and that your brain is ready to process the fake stuff, the stuff that you can't prove. Look, there's a reason that this generation of children are traumatized, narcissistic, and entitled. And it only has so much to do with media. A lot of it has to do with the fact that my generation was raised by parents who had no business raising children, who were raised by parents who had no business raising children. My grandparents didn't need to raise my dad, and my dad sure as hell didn't need to raise me. And I'm sure you can say the same if you think really hard about it, anybody listening to this. And now then we had kids, and we weren't really equipped to raise kids either. And maybe my kids will be now that therapy is sort of mainstream. But the thing is, brain development science and all these stages of development, church and school, but church specifically, is geared around those stages of human development, those benchmarks of vulnerability, and all of those things that the guy mentioned in that other video, those classes for kids, all of those are vulnerability areas where they can prey on young people to get them into their cult so that they can not have any other exposure. Because once you start seeing other ideas, then the idea you're told to believe doesn't make much sense anymore. That's what all this is about. They're young people, conservative children, well, children of conservative parents, are going to school and going around these places and finding other people that are like them. And they're all huddled together and they're saying, well, you're allowed to dye your hair. You're allowed to be yourself. I'm not. My parents won't. Well, my parents abused me and I live with my grandparents now. And then they're like, my parents did that to me too, but I still live with them. And then they start talking. And then the parents are like, oh God, they want a therapist. We've got to start blaming somebody else. Drag queens, they did it.